We are Fleck Rose and Spears, and we are supremely black, dropping content that matters. With everything that's been going on this week, fellas, we could just dive right in. We ain't even got to do an introduction. I know from the situation that happened in Memphis with Young Dolph to the situation that happened in, I forgot what city that was, but with the Kyle Rittenhouse case.
Kenosha.
Yeah, Kenosha.
Yeah.
It's been a lot going on that gives us a reason to be upset, be angry, be perplexed, asking a lot of questions from our community to a societal level of the BS that we've been going through for hundreds and hundreds of years. So I'll let y'all start wherever y'all want to start, whichever one y'all feel hits closer to home or is more in tune to just how you feel and where you want to go today. But there's a lot of things going on. Also, to see what's going to happen with the Ahmaud Arbery case, because it's coming to an end. And so, you know, there could still be some more things to even feel. I don't even got words for it no more, because shoot, we've been talking about this for almost 2 years now since we started the podcast, just how shit happens and we always seem to get the short end of the stick. So wherever y'all want to go with it, I'm willing to go.
I start off with close to home, man. Rest in peace to the boy Young Dolph. Yeah. Sad situation. I guess I'm kind of getting tired even seeing these type of situations. You know what I'm saying? This man going out to get cookies and ice cream for his moms before he go do his turkey giveaway, and everybody knows what happened. Somebody in your own city. This is the reason why a lot of celebrities, I hear a lot of celebrities say, you know, once you make it, you got to get up out your hometown. Can't stay there, can't be moving around like you used to. Once you make it, it's a sad situation, because I think when these type of things happen, in my mind, no matter your beef, it's kind of like it's the things that it affect that goes behind it. That's even bigger than your beef. What's bigger than your beef is that this man had 2 kids. What's bigger than that beef, the killer might even have kids. So not only do you take that person's life, you mess around, you ruining children's life, you ruining girlfriends' lives, mothers, aunts, somebody who could change the city. I'm not saying Dolph was on the level of Nipsey as far as how Nipsey was moving around LA and changing the neighborhood in LA, but he was on his way to doing things within the neighborhood in Memphis and changing it for the better by putting people on and putting money in their pocket, people that you might not have never even heard of or even thought about. You just never know when you take that person's life what good they're gonna be doing in the city, and they can change the city. Like I always said, one family could change a neighborhood, one neighborhood could change a city, one city could change a state, and one state can change a country, and one country can change the world. You just never know which person can do that. And I think Dolph was in the process of trying to make some changes within the city and get people on and make a difference within that area of Memphis. And it's just sad that, you know, whatever reason why that young man, them 2 young men decided to gun him down at a black-owned cookie shop that's already was struggling because they would just get some insurance money from a burglar. So here we are again. They had to shut down again because of this happened in a cookie shop. So luckily GoFundMe, and I heard people I seen on Instagram, people like, why are they giving them money for a GoFundMe, blah, blah, blah. Of course, these people ain't from the area, and you don't understand. They just filed an insurance claim not too long ago for somebody breaking into their shop Now you think the insurance gonna take care of this? And I'm pretty sure the way insurance work, the way insurance work, they take your money and they don't want to pay out. And you already asking, found another claim on this situation. I'm sure they're gonna wiggle their way up out of this. So, man, rest in peace to Young Dolph. I ain't know Young Dolph. I ain't never run into Young Dolph. I ain't meet Young Dolph, but his music did make an impact within the city and surrounding areas. There was a little boy on there crying his eyes out, talking about how Dolph was his favorite rapper, or whatever. So, I mean, when you young men go out here and do this type of stuff, man, over senseless beef, man, you affecting a whole lot of people over that stupid stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace to Young Dolph or Dolph Thornton Jr. to be exact. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because growing up in the state and not living far from Memphis, of course you realize the impact of it. But I know a lot of people have talked about it. I mean, Memphis isn't really that big, so when you have things like this to occur with like a big rapper, the things that he was doing, and of course people around have known, but if you own like over 100 properties, put people on from like, the likes of Grove Hero, rappers like Key Glock, that's huge. Now I've seen a lot of people in the Memphis area comparing them to Nipsey, which isn't, I can't knock them for it because LA is like 3 million people. Not Houston, Memphis is only like 600 some thousand people. So his impact was felt way more than a Nipsey could in the LA community. So he was doing what he needed to do. But when you're playing in the rap game and you, like you said, senseless beef, sometimes your demise comes in your hometown and over something foolish. And, for the ones that know, we know that we wish, especially being from that side of the state, that a lot of those things could have just died down and they, called a peace and just let everything play out. But it's unfortunate. And you think about the kids that are, impacted by his kids, his wife, and then to find out that she's actually has a nonprofit that is for Black Men Deserve to Grow Old. Like now this is her story that she has to tell, that she loses her husband to the same gun violence that she's kind of, pushing into the community that says Black men should grow old. And I'm with her on that. We deserve to grow old. I know that we're always going to be involved with things, but we have to come with some different type of conflict resolution that doesn't consider or has to be blood spill, because we're just in an ever-ending cycle, because there will be another Young Dolph in the area. And if we continue to kill off the people that are actually putting millions in people's pockets, caring for other families, looking out for their own, but still selfless enough to care about others when you're prepared yourself to such a status, it's unfortunate, man. So, rest in peace. And my prayers goes out to the city of Memphis. It's always been turned up down there. This just made it even worse. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to the people with families involved in it that are still living in there. Hopefully this isn't some black cloud that becomes of the city, because what I don't want to be doing, like Flake was saying, is to be reporting on people dying or rappers dying, just like we do with any other major city or bigger city than Memphis, because it ain't that many people that's going to end up dying before we just get to a point where it ain't nobody that's putting on for the state or for the city, and it's just going to look like a complete war zone, and we're just killing kings for senseless bullshit, to be for real with you, man. So that's my thoughts on it. How about you, Spirit?
As for me, I mean, it's a sad story, and I hate to see such a young life come to an end so soon. Life is short, man. You gotta appreciate every moment that you have and appreciate your loved ones while they are here, and make sure that you tell them you love them, because you never know if it's your last breath or it's theirs. So it's an unfortunate situation, as y'all stated. Honestly, I'm not gonna speak too much on it because all the details aren't out, so I don't know like the ins and outs. And I know when you perpetuate a certain lifestyle or put on a certain image or do certain things, there comes some stuff with that. There comes a burden or a weight that you have to carry, and you have to be ready to face the good and the bad. So, you know, sometimes when you rap about certain things and you perpetuate a certain narrative and you talk about a certain lifestyle, rich and fame come with that. But then sometimes also comes the other side of that. If you really about that, or even if you faking the funk, and somebody's gonna try to, you know, pressure you and see what you're really about. So that there's two sides to every story. I don't know the situation or what happened. All I do know is unfortunate. All I do know is that we got to do better as a people, as a group of people as well. So I'm not even talking about our Black queens. I'm talking about as a Black man in general. We have to do better. We have to find a better way to resolve issues, to come to an understanding, to communicate. We gotta let that pride and ego go out the window. And we have to realize that we are doing us more of a disservice than anybody else by continuing to kill each other and to hurt each other and to affect families and to take breadwinners. And sometimes the man might not be the breadwinner, but to take providers, to take protectors, to take examples out of the household for the sake of a couple of dollars, a woman, some BS over anything. I accidentally stepped on your shoe or looked at you crazy or something. Like, we have to realize that the man out of a household is one of our biggest detriments to Black family, Black safe space, and Black life in general. So we have to make sure that we do make more of an effort to not be the one who's committing that against our own selves. And so it's unfortunate. And that's what I got to say about that. I also didn't realize that it's a small world. Some people I went to college with and everything know real close with Dolph's wife and everything. And so I didn't realize that. And so when I was going through my timeline on Instagram, and I seen them basically in tears in their posts, writing and, you know, trying to support and show love and confide in their friend, it was like, dang, it's a small world, and, you know, stuff hit close to home. And then, you know, I pray for the kids, because that's who lost a father, you know. And sometimes we don't think about the 6 degrees of separation, but now we have young children growing up without a father now. And, you know, it's just very unfortunate and sad, and we got to do better. And I mean, yeah, that's all you can say about it. It's just sad and unfortunate.
You know, another crazy thing that you even mentioned, it was like, you know, when it comes to rap, of course, we understand that, you know, it's entertainment, but it's perpetuating the lifestyle. But it's gotten to a point where now where you could have the kid or the man or the woman that's really just out here just trying to make an honest living, and they just happen to, you know, really be able to provide and be the breadwinner for their family. And ain't no other way to say it. We seem to hate each other so much that we would take them out of that spot just off of just pure hate. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know the rich and famous, but, you know, it's several times we've seen several stories where it's a young woman killed in her hair boutique, and she's, you know, in the 6 figures, almost a millionaire, and it's the young man that's been putting on, you know, a lot of events, nonprofits, giving back to the community, not even got nothing street gangster about him, gets killed by just bullshit, man. It's like, I really just asked myself when I seen that, kid got killed, and then other instances is like, do we hate each other that much that that's the only way that we can get a message across is I'd rather kill you than beat you up, or just not be in your area, or just not care, or act like you don't exist. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, I really, really don't. And I'm starting to see why people do make it and just say, I'm for real deal disconnected with it. Cause it seems like that's more of a liability to try to lift up the same community that you came from. Cause they're gonna be the ones to take you out. And we've seen it so much, we can't be oblivious to think that ain't how it is. And like I've said, you don't want to tell the people not to give back, because I'm way in Houston, but still, we'll do things for our community. But shit, I don't even know, it's crazy, man. It's sad that you just can't go and kick it like that. You ain't gotta be gangster. It's just shit, I'm hating on you because hell, Spears got on a Rolling Stone shirt. I always want a Rolling Stone shirt. You feel me? It's sad, but it's the truth. Like, that's what they killing over. Like, it's something that was so minute, or just go and hustle, bro. Go and get you some money, man. Get the same. Everybody gonna look at you the same way. It's always gonna be somebody hating, but we just killing each other. But then, police officer go step on somebody, and it's 100,000 people downtown marching. For what? We don't even respect our own community. Like, that's backwards. That's backwards to me. Like, if you ain't got that same energy for the real people that you consider oppressed or got you oppressed, I don't understand how you could just run down with people with AKs and guns in your own community when that white police officer, it just scared shitless in the damn car. You wouldn't even want to breathe loud. You listen to everything he say, and he straight up bullying you, doing whatever he want to do with you, and nothing. Ain't no ops, ain't no spinning the block, ain't a rap song about that. That's what's foolish to me. It's like, have that same energy for the people that you feel like holding you down, not the people that's trying to lift you up. Yeah, so we can roll into Ahmaud Arbery trial, and man, listen, to his family, and especially his mother that's had to sit in the courtroom and hear people blatantly just be racist in that courtroom, from not wanting Black pastors in there to make Ahmaud Arbery a victim, is which one of their closing statements, to make him a victim when he was running around in his khaki shorts with no socks on to cover his dirty toenails. Like, that's what the closing prosecutor had said. And his mother had to get up out of the courtroom and leave so she wouldn't be kicked out based off of saying how she really felt, with the Anglo-Saxon woman saying that about her son, that he shouldn't be a victim, and went down to saying dirty toenails. So if that don't show you of how these people really look at us, and you change of what you're doing to put yourself in a predicament to get judged by these people, I really don't know what else is gonna do it. You feel me? Like, just hearing that made me just even think of it differently. And by no means am I racist, but I really hate racist people. Like, that shit was she shouldn't even be able to come back in that courtroom for nothing.
Crack ass cracker.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, man. Like, for her to even take that route, and I'm just sitting there watching it in disbelief. I'm like, I winded it back. I'm like, what does that have to even do with this case? His dirty toenails? Like, you might as well just go on, and just to be real with you, go on and call him a nigga. We could care less about this lifeless nigga that they killed. That's what you should have said, because that's what you said in so many words. Like, you described him like you was talking about an animal or something that y'all found in the damn woods. Like, come on, bro. My mama should have got up, went up there and smacked the shit out of her and went on about her business. I ain't gonna lie, because my people, nah, man, sometimes you need conflict resolution, and sometimes you need to go and let them know you can't play me like that. She handled herself very professionally. So my prayers and thoughts still go out to her as they go or come upon this decision. It maybe should be out tomorrow. They didn't leave the courtroom today until 8:30. I don't know if you fellas have really been, following in depth, seeing things on social media. This is one time that it ain't clickbait. This is what this Anglo-Saxon woman said in front of everybody. And that's just how she feels.
Well, my only saving grace is the testimony that one of the defendants gave, where he basically dry snitched on him and told on themselves and said that he wasn't a threat, he wasn't carrying nothing, he didn't present a threat. He Ahmaud was just basically minding his own business, and we ran up on him. Basically, paraphrasing, of course, but basically that's what he said. So hopefully that statement in itself does something to give Ahmaud Arbery's family some peace and a sense of justice in that situation, in that case, because again, the things that have been said, the things that have been uttered in that courtroom is beyond disturbing and appalling and just absurd. So to know that people can use anything in their defense and maneuver racist remarks in their defense without basically saying, oh, I don't care about black folks, all y'all niggas, to hell with y'all, I wish death upon y'all, is it's not surprising. It's really not, but it just shows that we have a long, 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 long way to go. And from 1819 to 2021, ain't really shit changed. So, I mean, yeah, I just hope they told enough on themselves to find some sense of justice and peace.
Yeah, I forgot who had said it one time, but it was like they just view us all as just one big nigga, and they just put us all in little groups or whatever, and that's just how they view it. Hopefully, we do find something. I would not be surprised, not even get my hopes up. The only good thing about it is that it's already been bounded over. So if they're not prosecuted locally, that they'll be going. The feds have already picked it up, and their conviction rate is way higher. Because to me, it's just some just don't sit right with me with 11 white people and one black person being convicting them in the deep South. I just don't see it. But since the feds have picked it up, I think that'll be completely different, being bounded over to a different jury, because that usually once it makes it to that level, the local impact isn't as felt. Is the best way I could put that.
The feds picked it up, or the Supreme Court?
Which however they'll be going to federal court if they're not prosecuted by the state. Yeah, so we'll see. That's about the only thing, because I ain't gonna set myself up to be hyped thinking about they about to get prosecuted. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll definitely see. What's your thoughts on the flake?
I think my initial thought is, I'm not being funny, but if everybody who's seen Dave Chappelle's special, they would know his joke about being Clifford. And I think this is basically what America in these courts is showing right now, that black people are Clifford. It's a brilliant joke that he has. Everybody knows about Clifford the big dog, and he's friendly. He basically changed it to Clifford the big nigga. And it's basically like we all are seen as some type of giant and be friendly. But however, it doesn't seem, we scare other people for whatever reason. For things to be said in these courtrooms is crazy. And I think every once in a while a judge should be loosen his unprofessionalism for a moment and be like, what the hell does that got to do with anything about this case? with certain things are said. Because people say things when they in protection. Like this woman wouldn't say that around Ahmaud Arbery's mom if they was at the local Kroger or the Target or something like that. You know, you got the safety of the courtroom so you can say whatever you want to say. These people should be convicted. Like you said, Spears, one dude pretty much dry snitched on himself, said he didn't say any threatening words. He didn't approach them. He was just running away from them. Um, and if you go get your gun license, they'll tell you in a minute. If somebody's running away, regardless of what they done, you can't shoot back if that person is running away. Literally, somebody can break in your house. You come out your bedroom, break in your house. I mean, you come out your bedroom and you say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they turn around and run out your door. If you shoot them, you are going to jail. They're plain and simple. That should be it. That is America's law, no matter where you at, what state you in, what city you in. This man was running away from y'all, minding his own business. And y'all decided to pull up and you decided to say, oh, it was self-defense because he grabbed my gun. Well, you brandished your gun at him and came at him. So that is straight up, everybody know, you got the flight or fight. And he chose to fight that day and say, hey, if I run, they're going to shoot me. So I might try to fight my way up out of this. That's basically what happened. He wasn't attacking. There wasn't no self-defense. The self-defense is the man who got killed. That was the man who trying to get self-defense on himself. And then the nerve to say, after I shot him again because I still felt like I was under attack. So a man who said nothing, a man who has no guns, has no weapons, that's running away, you shot him, and then you say, I shot him again because I felt like I was still being attacked. He ain't had no knife, he ain't have nothing. To me, it's open and shut case. To me, it's open and shut case, but we know how this go. As in one of our group chats, somebody had posted, they had us saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and at the end it says justice for all. But then they get mad when you ask for the simple thing of justice that they have you saying in school when you say they pledge allegiance each morning. That was a strong statement right there.
Just conditioning. That's it. But yeah, so yeah, the Department of Justice has picked up the case too. So they've been charged on the federal level. So if they don't get charged locally, then our best bet would be is the conviction rate of the Fed. But we'll see.
His family came out and said 2 hours ago, we will get justice.
So we'll see.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I don't know the laws on Georgia. I think they still do have the death penalty. If they are found guilty, would you like to see them get the death penalty or life? Which I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna get either or. I ain't gonna say. Yeah, I'm just giving it out there.
Full transparency. I wish it was could have been street justice. If we're just being honest, I wish they'd have got the same treatment that they gave out. But death penalty.
Well, we know how they go. When people do that, all of a sudden police get to protecting folks.
Oh yeah, so that's why I don't think life in prison, and just based off of just how they're fighting it and how they went about it, is going to do anything, because you all know, anybody you've talked to that's been in the penitentiary, these type of cases, these type of people will be so heavily protected. It's basically they just can't be with their family, but they're never going to get the treatment of somebody that did something on the streets and have to sit through the prison sentence, being on the yard with people that real deal want to see about what you did out here, and to get justice for what didn't happen on the streets. So yeah, just throw them away, man. We've seen what they did, and that's just what it is. But we know I got a better chance of waking up their complexion before we see that type of penalty to come down, to be for real. Which, yeah.
Hey, I'd take the life in prison only because we can't take them overseas and do the firing squad.
Yeah. Let's
Or
see.
we can get the old fashioned biblical and stone them to death.
Man.
I'll take that over the firing squad.
Yeah.
You imagine getting stoned to death, bro? Yeah, Lee, it take a whole lot of railroad rocks, man, for you.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, dog. It really is. It really is. Hopefully we get something out of it, but
Yeah.
be prepared for the worst. That's it. Well, that's Ahmaud. I don't think I'm pretty sure this one will be very close. I mean, very, very short.
The next crack ass cracker.
Yeah.
Come on up, line them up.
The American superhero. What's y'all thoughts on it? I'll give mine. That's exactly what I expect. I'm just waiting on the books and the movie to come out of how much of a patriot he was. And he's their golden child. And he is replaced Zimmerman as the face of standing your ground, as they would like to say.
Fuck that crack ass cracker. Fuck
just,
his cracker ass cracker mama. Fuck all of them. First of all, when they dropped that charge about the gun charge,
you knew it was a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
I mean, it's
the easiest thing you can get them on as a minor having a weapon they should not have.
That they seen him with. Now, this ain't no speculation.
That they seen him with.
Yeah, like, I knew it was a wrap. I said, they threw that out.
They seen him with, and he was able to get that charge dropped, bro.
Now, but that was on the prosecutor. So and again,
and then the next thing, before you go through, how your mama not even get charged? She pretty much distributed to a minor a gun he should not have and drove him there.
Like I'm saying this quietly, it's their system.
I mean, I know that, but damn, I'm just saying. Yeah, our GP, the mama should be on damn probation at least. You endangered a minor doing that alone.
Well, again, as far as the prosecution thought that they was going to get a murder charge, so they let the gun charge go. Hindsight 2020, they shouldn't have done that shit. They should have pushed for all charges, but they thought, hey, I got a murder charge on. Well, not one, 2 murder charges on, and
one got a stick, huh?
And yeah, one got a stick, but then also I don't know the exact charge because I didn't look at all the charges, but the intent to hurt with a deadly weapon as well on the third person who didn't die. So you got those 3 charges going. So you thinking that one of them 3 gonna stick. So you basically just say the gun charges is minuscule to everything else. So I'm gonna push for these. So that was the prosecution fault. As far as everything else that transpired in that courtroom, with that court case, with that proceeding, hey, it's their system. I can't even justify, speak about, or give my energy to the happenings in that court. So what I'm gonna say is, us, our community, got to do better. And one day we gotta say we had enough. And we gotta create, well, we gotta dismantle the system that is now and create something new. But back to the Dolph stuff, as long as we're doing that, they always gonna be having that good boy system, and they always gonna get the benefit of the doubt, and they always gonna continue to have this work in their favor. So,
oh yeah.
Well, the thing with this case, it was white on white crime. This is one of them situations where white folks is learning you can also be fucked too if you don't stand on one side of the line. You want to act up? All right, you want to buck the system and forget who you are? Oh yes, sir. You can get fucked too, just like everybody, just like them colors. Cause like old Clayton Biskby once said, after 30 years, why you divorce your wife? Cause she was a nigger lover. And we all know that one thing that hate more than a nigga is a nigga lover. And that's for sure. You want to be out there marching for them Black Lives Matters? Ah, we sure you won't give a fuck about you, buddy. Don't you worry about it.
That's basically what it was, summed up. But to Spirit's point, I can't give it no more energy. It was unfortunately it was entertaining because you got to see them surprised that he wasn't charged. And we all sitting back like okay, y'all
just now finding out. Yeah, we knew it was a rap. We knew it was a rap when they said you couldn't call them victims. Y'all still was on hope, huh? We knew it when they said no, they can't be called victims. Black folks already knew what time was. White folks like, well, that's okay. We'll still get them.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all realize that the judge phone went off during the proceedings?
Yeah.
And it played the Good Boy song.
Good old boy song, yeah. He let it keep going too. He cut it out about 5 to 10 seconds. Hey, Spirit, it was one of them days, bro. I was just at the crib chilling. I ain't handling my business. I was sipping on my drink. I damn near spit that shit everywhere. I said, if this ain't a movie, I don't know what is, dog. Like, not the good old boys anthem, man.
And then they showed a picture of them watching the video. Showed a picture of them watching the video. Kyle Rittenhouse standing right beside, like leaned over, right next to the judge watching the video. I said, how you get this close to a judge? I said, you can't even get that close to a judge in traffic court. This man sitting right beside him. What? Man, it was a wrap.
I want to see him do that with somebody that's not his complexion, that he holds their life in their hands. I want him to let them sit right beside him.
Never happened.
I want to see him do that. And then you show me that this wasn't no circus, to just drawing people attention and energy out.
Never happened. If that fool got child support court on Tuesdays, the people in there wanted me to get that close to me. That's just simple as child support court. They wouldn't be able to get that close to him.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, it was a bunch of signs that just making me realize that disconnect and
signs that we see that the other side was just like, oh no, he's still gonna get them. I mean,
Hey,
welcome
to our allies, to our to the people who empathize and sympathize with us that might not be our color. We're gonna give y'all the same message we give us. That's the importance of local voting. So if you want to see a difference, and if you upset because of the bullshit that transpired, you gotta vote. That message just ain't for us. That message for everybody.
Yeah,
that's for shit show.
Yeah. Well, that does it.
That sums it up. Hey, I gotta leave us with a good note. This weekend, P.L.A.G, our nonprofit, me and Rose's nonprofit, had an event, our P.L.A.G's Giving Weekend, and it was nothing short of amazing. It was beyond successful in my eyes, and it was a beautiful thing that we accomplished and that we did. So I just want to commend everybody that had an input, that donated, that came and volunteered, that came and helped, that contributed their time, their money, their efforts. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I want to give a big salute and shout out to my team, Catherine Allen, Sonia Garcia, the Carlos Rose. As I stated before, y'all help me, y'all keep me, y'all make me better, a better leader, a better man and a better person. So I appreciate y'all. And as I stated to the people, I don't like repeating myself, but without my community, without the people who came there, I'm nothing. So I appreciate everybody who put forth an effort and contributed it in some shape, form, or fashion. And that even goes to you, Flake, because we got your donation. So I appreciate that and everything that everybody has done to help the vision come to fruition. So.
Yep, absolutely. Salute, man. Like I was text to the big four. For it to be our first really like big event of giving back. It was, like he said, it was beyond successful. Just to see people chiming in, and for the people that couldn't make it, that made donations, or for the people that may have texted Catherine, Sonya, or Chris throughout the week and throughout the planning period, like, we love what y'all are doing. I got y'all on next to all that is greatly appreciated, because at the end of the day, like we've talked about, there's a lot of people that talk, and then there's some people that do. But just to kind of share some of those stories and talking to some of those people that we were giving them meals to, and they open up and just, they're so thankful. I think, you know, and this is shout out to my little sister, because she had sent me a text. A lot of times we get in a place that where we're almost looking down on people that are not as fortunate as us, or we take it for granted. And when she said take it for granted, it really just kind of hit me. And we do, in a sense. And, you know, I'm glad that Chris is one following within his purpose, and he knows for a fact that we share, you know, a unified vision in regards to that. But I really can't thank people enough in regards to even just either motivating us, supporting, and really just coming out. I didn't expect it, and I had told Brother that in our private conversation. I didn't expect it, but it felt great to see people chime in on it. And honestly, it's only going to get bigger and better, because to be able to feed over 130 people in our first big event, what we can do and what we will do is, you know, it's nothing short of amazing, honestly. And I would challenge more people to either join what we have going on, create what you have, and maybe we could partner up, whether you're in a different city, different state, it doesn't matter. But we really need a unified approach to really see the change that we want to see within our communities. And it starts by giving back to some that may feel as if the people that have forgotten about them, because we don't know that very meal could have kept them from running up on somebody downtown and taking a purse and end up being in a situation to where they lose their life or their freedom, you know, and those type of things are just huge. So, you know, again, shout out to the big four, everybody that contributed. P.L.A.G, we here, we're gonna last forever. We're gonna make sure that we put something down that could carry on way after we're gone from here. And that's the ultimate goal. So, you know, shout out and thank you all again.
Shout out to P.L.A.G.
And that is your Supremely Black People of the Week.
Yeah, I was glad to see my donation and go to a case of beer, man. I sure appreciate that.
Yeah. I don't even know how much it was, but yeah, you know, they
I don't even remember how much I said either.
Yeah,
I ain't got no clue.
You know, they number $40 to have a good night, so we were good out there. But nah, man, appreciate it for real. Like that's love, man. And shout out to
I appreciate what y'all doing, man. I appreciate what y'all doing. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah, shout out to my brother, you know, Dean. Shout out to D from At Ease Moving. Shout out to y'all for supporting the vision, man. It was greatly appreciated. Y'all helped a lot of people smile on that beautiful night in Dallas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got bigger and better things coming. So should I drop the exclusive on Heroes? What we trying to do for Christmas, or should I keep it a secret?
Hey, no, sir. Come on with it, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah.
So for Christmas break, we're gonna do Home for the Holidays, and so that's where we go, and we're gonna bail some people out of jail for nonviolent crimes and allow them to be home with their family for the holidays. So we're gonna be taking donations on that very soon, and anybody who can help or can support, please help and support. You could check us out at our website at www.p-la-g.com. Again, that's www.p-la-g.com. You can look us up on IG on @P.L.A.G_nonprofit. And again, those are the two ways you can find us through the World Wide Web. You can also hit me up, Catherine up, Sonia up, or Rose up. And again, we'll get back to you and let you know what it is. We're working on some things. We're trying to do some great things. We got some new programs in the works and in the midst to get out. We also doing our mentorship program, and we locked in some schools and things like that. So we on the big things, and we can't do it without our community though. We need y'all. And again, everything don't have to be monetary, but we just need your support, your help, your love, your prayers, your kindness, and your covering. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And so that's all I got to say for as far as P.L.A.G. again. For our Black Business Minute before Flake closes us out, we have llERS.com, and it's, oh, no, my fault. llERS.com. So the Brim story, everyone deserves a compliment. We will help you look and feel your best, literally. Our company was founded on basic principles that are at the core of every decision and every design. Faith, family, confidence, embedded with life lessons passed down through generations. We at llERS understand the importance of being your best self internally and how that translates into how you express yourself fashionably. Gone are the days of self-doubt, wondering if you have what it takes, not only in what you wear and how you wear it, but in any capacity. Be the most confident in the room. Wear brims, wear confidence. And so llERS.com is a fashion clothing line. And so they're about clothes and everything. You can find them at llERS.com, WEARBRIMS.com. And you can also find them on their IG is llERS, WEARBRIMS. And so they're a luxury hat company, and they also do a little bit of other things with fashions. So, you know, you got the fedoras, you got I forgot what the other ones are called that aren't necessarily fedora hats, but yeah, they got all of those luxury hats on their website, and you could look them up at on Instagram as well. So salute to llERS.
Salute. Well, with that being said,
and you can find them also as well, I'm sorry, on Nordstrom's and in Neiman Marcus as well.
Ooh, big ballers. Okay. And the Neiman Marcus and the Nordstrom. Okay. With that being said, all our queens out there, put your crown on, tip that thing to the side, let them know you're a queen. For all our kings out there, put your crown on, tilt that thing to the side, let them know you are a king. And always remember, rule number 1, get the money first. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money. Play by these rules and everything will be okay. Still in my trap, flipping my Frito-Lay. Get paid, young brother, get paid. And we out.
Go get some money.